Morning children, 11th zoology, the chapter neural control and coordination. From the chapter neural control and coordination, we already studied about neuron and also the types of neuron, structure of the brain, division of the brain, reflex action, structure of the spinal cord, and also the sense organ. I already studied previous class. Now we are going to discuss about the phonoreceptor, the second sense organ. That's called the phonoreceptor. The phonoreceptor, the site of the phonoreceptor, it consists of ear. Ear is the main site of the phonoreceptor. And also the ear is consists of two important reception. One is called hearing, another one is called this equilibrium. Balance. Two important functions of the ear. One is called hearing, another is called this equilibrium. To detect the sound, sound which is produced from the external environment, with the help of the ear, we detect the sound. Another one is called the second important function, is called equilibrium. The equilibrium means what? Balance. With the help of the ear only help us to maintain balance both sides of our body. That is the two important function of this ear. In anatomical structure, the ear is divided into three divisions: external ear, middle ear, and also this inner ear. Anatomical structure, the ear is divided into three divisions: external ear, middle ear, and also the inner ear. The external ear, this is the external ear. The external ear consists of pinna. Pinna is made up of elastic cartilage bones. It's highly flexible, elastic cartilage bone that is called this pinna. The pinna mostly it is used in animals, cattle like cow, goat, sheep. It helps us to put the sound waves. With the help of the pinna, movement of the pinna only, it helps us to push the sound wave to these auditory meters. That is external ear, that is called pinna. Mostly in cattle, the pinna helps us to collect the sound and push the sound to the auditory meters. Then pinna leads to a canal, that is called this auditory canal. That is called this what? Auditory canal. And also it is called auditory meters. Auditory canal, and also it is called auditory meters. In the inner lining, surface of this auditory canal, a glands are present, that is called ceruminous gland. What gland? Ceruminous glands are present. Inner lining of the wall of the auditory meters, the ceruminous glands are present. The ceruminous gland secrete a wax-like substance. Ceruminous glands secrete a wax-like substance that is called cerumen. What is called cerumen? Inner lining of the wall of the auditory meters or the auditory canal linked, that is called these ceruminous glands. Ceruminous glands are located. The ceruminous gland only secrete a wax-like substance that is called cerumen. What is the role of cerumen? It helps us to prevent falling of dust particles and also the other foreign particles. So the presence of the cerumen, it helps us to prevent falling of dust particles away from this auditory canal, away from this middle ear or auditory canal. And also next that is called this tympanic membrane. A tympanic membrane also is called eardrums. The tympanic membrane, size of the area of the tympanic membrane 90 millimeter square. A transparent membrane, that is called this tympanum, also is called eardrums. The area of the eardrum 90 millimeter square. This all consists of external ear. External ear consists of pinna, auditory meters, and also eardrums. Next go for middle ear. The middle ear, this is the middle ear. The middle ear consists of air-filled cavity. The middle ear consists of air-filled cavity and completely covered by temporal bones. Completely covered by temporal bones. And also the middle ear also consists of eustachian canal and also the air-filled cavity, and also it consists of three ear ossicles. One is called malleus, next one is called incus, and third one is called stapes. Middle ear consists of air-filled cavity and also consists of eustachian canals. The middle ear consists of three ear ossicles. One is called malleus, second is called incus, and third one is called stapes. The malleus, the shape of the malleus is a hammer-shaped like structures. Hammer like a sutti. Hammer-shaped like structure. One end of the malleus attached on the tympanic membrane. The head of the malleus connect with this incus. First ear ossicle, that is called malleus. Second is called incus, and third one is called stapes. These are three ear ossicles. The base of the malleus attached on the surface of the tympanic membrane. The head of the malleus connect with the incus. The incus connect with the stapes. The second ear ossicle, that is called incus, the anvil shaped like structure, hammer shaped like structure or anvil shaped like structure. Next to the incus, the third is called this horseshoe shaped like structure or stirrup shaped like structure, that is called a stapes. The end of the stapes, which is connected to this oval window. The end of the stapes connected on the surface of the oval window. The size of the stapes 3.2 millimeters square. The size of the stapes 3.2 millimeters square. The location of the ear ossicle is very important. First one is malleus, hammer shaped like structure. The base of the malleus connect on the tympanic membrane. The head of the malleus connect with the incus. The incus connect with the stapes. The stapes connect on the oval window. Between the stapes and the malleus is articulated by, that is called this incus. That is called this incus. The three ear ossicles are act as a liver system attached with each other. Is helpful for transmission of sound waves. It's helpful for transmission of sound waves. Next, that is called eustachian canal. Next, that is called this what? Eustachian canal. What is the role of eustachian canal? Where it is located? The eustachian canal is connection between the pharynx and the middle ear. It's a eustachian canal, narrow canal, that is called eustachian canal, which is connect the pharynx and also this middle ear. What is the role of eustachian canal? It's supposed to maintain the pressure inside and also outside the tympanic membrane, both side of the tympanic membrane. Eustachian canal, another one of the part of the middle ear, that is called eustachian canal. The eustachian canal connect the pharynx and the middle ear. The role of the eustachian canal is supposed to maintain the pressure inner region of the tympanic membrane, the outer surface of the tympanic membrane. It's supposed to maintain pressure of the both side of the tympanic membrane. That's the role of eustachian canal. The inner ear, and it consists of bony labyrinth and also membranous labyrinth. Ears of bony labyrinth and also membranous labyrinth. Next we go for the inner ear. The inner ear consists of two parts. One is called bony labyrinth. Bony labyrinth. Another one is called this membranous labyrinth. Membranous labyrinth. The bony labyrinth, and it is consists of semicircular canals and also vestibule and also the cochlea. The three area of this bony labyrinth: semicircular canal, 3 in number. Next vestibule, and it consists of utriculus, sacculus. Next this called this cochlea. This coming to the category of bony labyrinth. The cochlea divided into the size of the cochlea. The size of the cochlea when it becomes in coiled condition 2.75 times becomes coiled. So cochlea. The cochlea when it is coiled condition it becomes a 2.75 times it becomes a coil. The cochlea also divided into 3 compartments. Upper compartment, that is called scala vestibuli. The middle compartment, that is called scala media. and the lower compartment that is called scala tympani. It's a cochlea. When the cochlea in coiled condition, it becomes 2.75 times it becomes coiled. And also is divided into three chamber or three compartment. The upper compartment that is called scala vestibuli, middle compartment that is called scala media, and lower compartment that is called scala tympani. The chambers or the compartment of cochlea is completely filled with a fluid-like substance. Scala vestibuli filled with a perilymph. Fluid-like substance that is called this perilymph. Scala media filled with this fluid-like substance that is called endolymph. The lower chamber, scala tympani, completely filled with a fluid-like substance that is called perilymph. The base of the cochlea, oval window, the opening, two opening, membranous, that is opening, that is called this oval window. Below the oval window only, that is called this round window. Below the oval window, that is called this round window. The end of the cochlea, place where the scala vestibuli and the scala tympani, a joint, a connection of the scala vestibuli and the scala tympani, a minute opening, that is called helicotrema. What is called helicotrema? The junction between this chamber of the scala vestibuli and the scala tympani, a minute opening, that is called this helicotrema. That is called this what? Helicotrema. In this cochlea only I connect the nerve that is called this auditory nerve, which is connected in the cochlea. Which is connected in the cochlea. This is the structure of this ear. External ear, pinna, auditory canal, tympanic membrane. Middle ear consists of ear ossicles, malleus, incus, stapes. Another one that is called this eustachian canal. The inner ear, and it is consists of cochlea. The cochlea divided into three compartments: scala vestibuli, scala media, scala tympani. The three chambers, which is completely filled with a fluid-like substance. Scala vestibuli filled with a perilymph. Scala media completely filled with this endolymph. And the scala tympani completely filled with this perilymph. The junction between the scala vestibuli and scala tympani, a minute opening, that is called helicotrema. The base of the cochlea, two opening, one is called oval window, and below this oval window, that is called this round window. Near this round window only, the auditory nerves are connected. The auditory nerve carry the signal to this auditory area of the brain, that is a temporal lobe of the brain, to integrate, coordinate, regulate function of the brain. That is know about this hearing. Next we go for organ of Corti. Organ of Corti is the actual hearing organ. Actual hearing organ of the ear, that is called organ of Corti. We know about what is mean organ of Corti, where it is located, what the use of organ of Corti. In series of cochlea divided into three compartments. The upper chamber, scala vestibuli, is filled with a perilymph. The lower chamber, scala tympani, also completely filled with a perilymph. The middle chamber, and it consists of a scala media filled with a endolymph. The scala vestibuli separated by the scala media by a membrane that is called tectorial membrane. That's very, very important. This is the upper chamber, scala vestibuli. In the middle, that is called scala media, and the lower, that is called scala tympani. The scala vestibuli separated by the scala media by a membrane layer that is called tectorial membrane. What membrane? Tectorial membrane. Where the tectorial membrane is located between the scala vestibuli and the scala media, separated by a membrane that is called tectorial membrane. Next, another one is called these resinous membranes. That is called these resinous membranes. Basilar membrane. The basilar membrane, which is located between scala tympani and the scala media, that is called this basilar membrane. The basilar membrane located between scala tympani and scala media by that is called basilar membrane. On the surface of the basilar membrane only the 4 rows of air cells are present. The 4 rows of air cells are located on the basilar membrane. The tip of the air cells only the airs are present. The basilar membrane only the actual hearing organ, that is organ of Corti. The organ of Corti is located in the basilar membrane. Organ of Corti which is located in the basilar membrane. How many rows of air cells are present in the basilar membrane? 4 rows of air cells are arranged in the basilar membrane. The tip of the basilar membrane only the tectorial membranes are present. The middle scala media the tectorial membrane completely is connected with this nerve that is called these auditory nerves. That is called these auditory nerves. These are actual hearing organs. Next we go for mechanism of hearing. Next we go for mechanism of hearing. Right? The sound vibration which is passed into these altimeters in the form of longitudinal waves, in the form of longitudinal waves. When the sound vibration passed to the altimeters strike on tympanic membrane. When the sound vibration passes on this tympanic membrane start to vibrate. Tympanic membrane start to vibrate. The vibration passes to this aeracical, malleus, incus, then stapes. The sound vibration passes to this first aeracical malleus, malleus to the incus, incus to the stapes. When the sound vibration passed on this aeracical, the aeracicals multiply the pores 1.3 times. 1.3 times. The aeracical act as a lever connected with each other. It's a chain-like process. Sound vibration passed through the aeracical multiply the pores 1.3 times. Then malleus to the incus to the stapes act as a lever system. The stapes attached on this oval window. When the sound waves dump into this oval window of the scala vestibuli, due to the presence of filling of perilymph, completely filled with the scala vestibuli, completely filled with the perilymph. When the vibrations are enter into the scala vestibuli of the perilymph, the high pressure is created in the scala vestibuli. When the high pressure is created, the pressure wave enter into the scala media. In the scala media only, basilar membrane, air cells are present, tectorial membranes are present. When the pressure waves enter into the scala media, when the pressure waves, due to the presence of this perilymph, the high pressure is created in this inner wall of the chamber of the scala vestibuli. Then the pressure waves are enter into the scala media. When the pressure waves are enter into the scala media, the bending of the air cells. When the bending of air cells, during the time the tectorial membrane touch the air cells. When the tectorial membrane touch on the air cells are bending. When the air cells are bending, action potential is generated, converted into electric signals. The pressure waves converted into electric signals. The pressure waves enters the wall window of scala vestibuli. The wall window of the scala vestibuli is completely filled with the perilymph. To the presence of the perilymph, the high pressure waves are created. The pressure then enter into the scala media of this endolymph. Due to this part, when the pressure is passed on the scala air cells which is present in the basilar membrane, bending of air cell, when the bending of air cell, tectorial membrane touch the air cell, due to the touching, due to the bending of air cell, action potential is generated. The pressure waves converted into electric signals. The pressure waves are converted into electric signals. Then this action potential, the electric signal, then enter into the scala tympani. When enter into the scala tympani, the end of the scala tympani only, the round windows are present. Round windows are present. Near this round window only, the auditory nerves are connected. Auditory nerves are connected. The auditory nerve carry the electric signals. The auditory nerve carry the electric signal to this auditory area of the brain. Which part of the brain which is responsible for auditory function? Temporal lobe. Temporal lobe of the brain. Based on this function, cerebral cortex divided into 4 different lobes: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe. The temporal lobe of the brain which is responsible for auditory functions. Near this round window only, the auditory nerves are connected. The auditory nerves are carry the electric signal to the auditory area of the brain, of the temporal lobe of the brain, to integrate, coordinate, regulate function of the brain. We know about these different sounds and also the music. This is the role of ear or mechanism of ear. The correct root of this mechanism of hearing: pinna, auditory canal, tympanic membrane, malleus, incus, stapes, oval window, scala vestibuli, scala media. In the scala media only, basilar membrane, hair cells and tectorial membrane, then scala, tympani, then round window. Near this round window only, the auditory nerves are connected. The auditory nerve carry the electric signal to the auditory area of the brain, temporal lobe of this brain. To integrate, coordinate, regulate function of the brain, we know about different sounds and also the music. In this way, the mechanism of hearing takes place. Right, okay? Today we study structure of ear, function of ear, and also structure of organ of Corti, and also CS of cross section of cochlea, mechanism of hearing. We all studied today. The remaining part of the year we continue the next class. Thank you, children.